Welcome. The other day I was working on my 1997 Land Cruiser removing trim, and it had these pieces that were part of the trim, and it has this nut and bolt here. So this should loosen like this, and this is free floating in here. And on this one, the nut broke off, and then when I was trying to loosen the bolt from this hole, I had some channel locks on here, and that snapped off. So this is stuck in here, and I need to drill it out. So I have my drill press here, and I need to figure out how to hold this to drill this out properly. So the first thing I did was take my calipers, and I grabbed this measurement here, and I looked through my drill bits, and I found one that was close. So this is a 29/64 drill bit. So my plan is to drill a hole in this wood. I'll set this in here like this, and that will hold it centered. Maybe. I do have an issue though, is that this is a long drill bit, so I don't know how accurately I can do this. So I think I'm just going to start it and try, and I'll readjust if it doesn't work. Okay, I was hoping to use some C-clamps here, but I couldn't find any that fit. So I clamped them with these like quick grip things. So I'll drill this hole. I'm seeing a problem right now. This drill bit is not very good. It wobbles a lot, but it's the only one I have in this size. So I may be better off not clamping this. So that's approximately lined up in the center, but now I need to get the drill bit out. I'll use this fine tip permanent marker to mark where this wood is. So next I need a recess for this weld to fit into. I'll just use a Forstner bit to drill that. So it was kind of a waste of time to mark that wood because I have to raise the bed up. There's nothing on this drill press to keep the table straight. It may not have been completely pointless because it's staying the same distance here. I just need to arc it back and forth. So I should probably cut some of this off. I'm not sure what tool to use. I'll try cutting it with my linesman plier to get it lower. I couldn't quite get all the way through with that, so I'll probably use a Dremel to finish this off. Okay, so I have a 7/32 drill bit here, and this is a 6mm bolt. So I measured, and this is just a little bit too small. So I'll do this and see how far I get with it. So I'm going to lift the table up, and hopefully I only have to adjust it a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't seem lined up perfect. I'll see if I can tap this in place. Okay, I'm going to try this. Okay, now I'm going to try it. So it's drilling into it, but since I didn't have a good center on there, it's offset a little bit. I think I'm just going to keep going. Well, I decided to go with a smaller one instead. So I'm having trouble getting this lined up perfectly with the previous hole I started. I'm just going to take my clamps off, lower the bit. I'll actually start the bit up and lower it. This way the bit isn't flexing. think I just moved it again. I don't have any cutting oil, but I have this motor oil. I'll just squirt some of that in there. So the bit slipped to the side, so that did not work very well. I'm going to have to grind that a little bit flatter. Okay, so I got out the bench grinder and I ground that flat. Okay, so this time I'm going to use a center punch to punch a hole. I got to do that on the ground so I have a good backing. Okay, I got it in there. Didn't get it in the middle, but this is a smaller bit, so it'll draw out on the side. Maybe then it'll relieve some pressure so I can get the rest of it out. If you want to see how to properly do this kind of stuff, go check out A-Bomb79's channel. He knows this stuff way better than me. And he has much better equipment too. Okay, that was another fail. It slipped to the side. I think I need to drill a much smaller hole. So I'm going to start on the opposite side and I'll drill a small hole through it and then I'll go with a bigger hole. Okay, I got all the way through with that, surprisingly. But when it snapped through the other end, I thought I broke the bit. That bit's actually very cool. Oh, I see it did catch in the chuck here and spun. It's a little nib there. Otherwise, it seems to have held up okay. So it's somewhat centered in there, you can see. So I'll go to the next size up and drill it out again. Now we're at 5/32. Could be worse. Now we're at 3/16. And this is a dewalt drill bit set. I'll put a link below to this, and these are actually all brand new bits too, so I'm breaking them in. So I think that broke away some of the side here. There's still a little bit more in there. So this is 7/32. Yes. There's still a tiny bit of the old bolt in there, so I'm going to go up another size. So this is 1/4 inch. Looks like there might be a tiny bit of bolt there. It's hard to tell. I'll just see if this old bolt goes in. Yeah, it fits. So I'm going to call that a day. It's crazy to me that that got rusted in there so bad that it wouldn't come out. So now I need to go get a new bolt. I'm going to try and find a stainless one so it doesn't do that again. Or I may just put grease on it. So that is how not to drill something out probably, because that was a lot of work. But if you have any comments, or for this video, I would think it's appropriate to ask if you have any suggestions, please leave those in the comments. And suggestions with the tools that I have, which is a drill press and some drills. You know, I don't have a mill or anything, so this is what I'm stuck with. But if you have any of those, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.